Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, it is a sad day for the Deepwoken community. So, we've been looking forward to Conquest for the better part of 6 months now, really since late summer. And time again, we've kind of just been let down. It's like, oh, there's no way it doesn't come for Thanksgiving break. No later than Thanksgiving. We don't hear anything. Alright, it's December. Alright, this time last year we got Layer 2. There's no way that they're going to drop the ball. You know, they're going to give us this big update, just like they did last year. Nothing. And then they announce, hey guys, work on Conquest is going really well. We're just a few weeks out from the official release. That was 8 weeks ago. Almost 2 months ago did they say that, quote, a few weeks are left in the development process. And the other day, a couple messages from the content creator channel in the Deepwoken Discord sort of got screenshot and spread around, and they don't look good. So starting out, we're going to go over this message and kind of examine it piece by piece. The first message from Don't Ping is Archmage. That's like the head developer for the game. He says, not all devs, but me and Raguzer's like another major dev on the game. We're going to like pull up in a call and just organize absolutely everything left to do and set a clear plan in place for getting it out. The way I interpret this message is they're essentially saying that while the developers have been working on Conquest, they had no concrete goal or plan for what they actually wanted to accomplish. This is going to sound crazy for me to say. A lot of people are going to think that it's just unrealistic or that I'm being dramatic. But you have to understand that the Deepwoken developers, like, this is not some AAA title. Okay, they don't work at Blizzard or EA or anything like that. They're a group of friends. And that is a double-edged sword. On one end, we get some really incredible passion products. Deepwoken itself is a passion product. It's creatively driven. We get a lot of really cool games, really cool mechanics and things to enjoy. But they are just a group of friends. This isn't a 9 to 5. They have no professional schedule. This is going to sound crazy, but I shit you not. They work on the game when they feel like it. Like, all of the developers have their other projects. They don't just focus solely on Deepwoken. I legitimately, and this is crazy to say, it's even harder to believe, the only time they work on the game is when they feel like it. It's not like they sit down, alright, 9 a.m., I got a whole list of things I want to get done today. Boom, banging it out. Oh, 5 o'clock, I got a lot done, time to relax. No, it's more like whenever the fuck they feel like it, they'll just do some here or there. This first message is really troubling to me. It shows a lack of communication, a lack of organization within the development team. Even in this message, their attempt to organize their like roadmap, organize their vision to complete Conquest, it's just Arch and Raguzer. Not even the entire dev team is involved. It's the best way to achieve your goal is to actually have a plan. And it seems like they've just been sort of shooting in the dark, so to speak. Kind of like, okay, well, we know what Conquest is. We know what we want it to be. We know how we want it to function. But there was no actual plan on, like, you work on this, I work on this, on these days, we'll get everything set up. The devs have admitted themselves that they need to tee up. That they need to buckle down, get Conquest out, and give us this content. It's been over a year since we got a big content update. So they recognize, they have the self-awareness to know that they got to tee up. Like, they need to get this update out. It's getting a little ridiculous. And simultaneously, they continue to drop the ball. Going further into the message, we see that, yeah, they were going to organize things and get to work on it in the following days, but that got axed by Roblox. He's talking about the Roblox sort of updating their software. It messed up a lot of meshes for not just Deepwoken, just games across the platform. This is like, quote, the bullet that broke Deepwoken, and this resulted in them having to take down the game for a couple hours to sift through essentially everything in the game to find what was broken and then fix it. Now, that is understandable. This is hours of extra dev work that they did not see coming. They had no way to plan for. But as a content creator and as a player, it is incredibly frustrating to know that at the very least, Conquest is going to be delayed another week or two, maybe even multiple weeks because of one bug. And I'm trying to cut the development team some slack here, but I'm just thinking like in a professional setting, in a job, or not even just in an academic setting too. Let's say you had a group project where your professor or your teacher's like, okay, this is what you need to get done. You have 2 weeks to do it. All right, like, get to it. Or work. You know, you have a team, like, all right, team, this is your objective. You have to make this product. You have this amount of time. Looking forward to what you do. And then a single thing goes wrong. Like, a person calls off sick for 1 day. Professor, we're going to be delayed a whole month. Or, hey, boss, I know you said we had 2 weeks, but, hey, John called off a single time, so I'm going to need a whole extra year to finish this. Like, the lack of organization, it's astonishing. In terms of, like, game dev work, if a whole team, their major product for the year, their major update, was delayed weeks, if not months, because of a few hours of unexpected dev work, they'd all be fired on the spot. That's unacceptable. It is really, really frustrating when we thought at the latest we would be getting Conquest early January. That's what the developers led us to believe. Alright, it's February, and it seems like we're going to be waiting a few more weeks until it's out. It's really upsetting. Hopefully they prove me wrong, and like behind the scenes they like really teed up and they've got everything figured out. But with their track record, I'm just not hopeful. And I'm not sure that this is going to be good for the long-term health of the game. A lot of people are looking at the player count of Deepwoken and they're saying, look, we're getting almost 30,000 players and the update hasn't even come out. I think that's a bit of a logical fallacy. I don't think that there's any causation or correlation there, really. And what I mean by that, and let me be more specific, it's not like the best verbiage. Yes, the player count has risen significantly without a major update. But a major reason why the player count has gone up is because we're anticipating the update. It's not like randomly one day people just decided, oh, I love Deepwoken. No, the player count has gone up because old players are returning. They're like, I gotta unrust, I want to get ready and enjoy some of the new stuff, so I'm prepared for Conquest. Or all of the extra media attention from content creators has gotten new players involved. So when the main thing that they're joining the game to play continues to be delayed, it's just not a good look, man.